We're straight back into it, season 4, which is a good thing, I think, where we finished the season on a high, and it's good we still have that confidence heading into this year. And yeah, I can't really believe it, if I'm honest. This sort of format I guess it doesn't promote it, but it allows a lot of, I guess, uncertainty to who's going to win, because it's not who performs best throughout the season. It comes down to that final $1 million race. And so for me, there's kind of like a 1 in 3 chance that you're going to win. And the fact that we've managed to get that 3 times in a row is unbelievable. And yeah, just so proud of this team. It's a lifelong dream of ours to compete for Australia and on the national stage, and then to be successful for Australia on the national stage. So there's no lack of motivation. I could do this for 20 years and still be totally motivated. So yeah, we're really excited to go season 4, and we're good to go.
Now we're super excited about getting back into it this season. Seeing the growth we managed to get through last season. Both in a commercial and in a performance sense. Having a home event. Getting over 500,000 verified views of our home event on our free-to-air partner. It's pretty amazing for us as a team to see that kind of progression in 1 year, and now we're just excited about doing it again. Yeah, I think the Impact League for our team was about as close as the actual one in the final. We obviously just got pipped by Denmark, and they did an absolutely amazing job. It was so cool to see how much they'd progressed since last year, but for sure our team will be pushing super hard to try and win both titles again.
It's definitely my goal. Obviously last year I was sort of out for the year, having a baby. So coming back and just getting back on board and getting back into the strategist role has been the first goal. And then, hopefully this season we're going to find a bit more time for me to do a bit more driving and see where it goes. But definitely goal to drive. Yeah, I guess every strategist is probably doing it slightly differently. But for me, I'm just trying to build the picture for Ben and give him the information that he's maybe not necessarily focusing on in the moment, and trying to make sure we just avoid any big ones, which is pretty critical in these boats. So yeah, building the picture, helping him make fast decisions, the best decisions he possibly can, and avoiding crashes. Yeah, so for the Chicago SailGp, we've got a panel at the back now where the strategist stands. We've got, I think, maybe 12, 15 buttons on there, which we can configure however we want to do whatever control on the boat that we think will be useful for us. So I'm sure everyone will have it configured differently. So it could be something like being able to put the board up and down, being able to press the protest button, do the jib cast. So I guess it just brings another element to all of the teams as to how you utilize the strategist role to unload people in their current roles when they're overloaded, which can happen a lot on these boats. So yeah, it just brings another dimension to everyone.
We had the most damage points at the end of season 3. So you just, you can't do that in the season, expect you're going to be up there. Really looking forward to the reset. It's looking like an incredible season. It's great to see the German team involved now, and obviously a heavy presence in US events. You really have to weigh up the risk versus reward and kind of know when to push and where to potentially back off if a situation may be setting up. And I think this season, more than any, with 10 boats now on the racetrack, that'll be really important. Really is one of the coolest stadiums in Chicago. I mean, I know Chicago has some pretty iconic sports franchise teams and stadiums, but one they probably don't know much about is the one right here on the city front. And it's free, so you can come down and check it out. We're racing right next to the shore. And I think it'll blow people's minds. Anyone that has a preconceived idea about sailing, this is different than anything you've seen. It is literally much more like a NASCAR on the water, and yeah, I think they'll be pretty impressed.
Feeling very excited, happy, and honored to be here and have the chance to sail against these legends for sure. Looking forward to go on the water. We know that we have to focus on ourselves for the next couple of months for sure, and the progress is our highest goal. So this makes us a little more relaxed, but for sure also to have a situation on the water with 10 boats. We didn't have that before, so also very nervous about that. They are great people in general. I have to say in the beginning, it's super cool. For example, to talk to Fed about a professional racing series. There are so many parallels. For example, we had a discussion about the communications on the boat, and it's yeah, as it is for us, it's super important for him to have a clean communication loop, and the same for arriving to a venue with a time difference, and he has kind of a protocol to adapt to a new time. And in the Olympic campaign, we always had as much time as we needed to have to adapt to the new time change. And yeah, this is new for us, and we can learn a lot from him.